magical time of year spent with family and friends.
Yes.
And every year,
Yes.
as the years go on, we lose more and more of our friends to the
Yeah.
great reaper of death.
Yes.
But also, the warmness of Christmas is with us every year, and as is tradition, we join you, our dear listeners, for Christmas.
Yes.
And we're and wonderful to have you here. Welcome. And as always, I'm joined by John. Good evening this Sunday evening. It's 11:30 p.m. 3AW. And we're all sitting on a couple of Bertocchi Hams,
Yeah.
which we're going to send out to some lucky callers a little bit later.
Just want to say thank you to Lindsay there. If you're just joining us, we had a couple of tech
She's
issues.
so young but smart at 49 years old.
We had a couple of tech issues there on the start of the top of the hour.
I mean, that's the magic of being a broadcaster
Yeah,
in this
absolutely,
industry. I've been
yeah.
broadcasting since 1937.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, I think a lot of young people now, they want everything now. They want
Yes.
everything perfect, everything now. They say,
Back then-
I want my house
Yeah.
now. I want avocado toast now.
Back then, of
You
course,
can't have both.
3AW back then went by 3XY, and
Yeah.
I walked in as a young broadcaster covering the daily, and my job would be to get the rural news out to the people.
yeah.
So you'd go down to the exchange on Exhibition in Swanston, where there's a McDonald's there now, and you'd get the news and bring it in, and you'd read, the latest from Benalla or Swan Hill or this and that, and that was I was a cadet at the time.
Now, at the
All
time,
different
I
now.
was working down at the docks, down what's now the Docklands. Beautiful place if you've not been down there. Beautiful hotels, restaurants. I think Jeff did a beautiful job with that area. But
Beautifully done, a tributant.
back when I was 13 years old, I was working there when they were docks. And I would, you'd go down there and you'd gather with the other boys, and they'd drive up in a ute. They'd go, you, and that's the sort of work you'd get. And that was the hard work that then the unions came along and ruined it.
Yeah. And John, you've been you grew up in lots of different trades. You're a jack of all, master of none.
I've been a chippy, mate. I've been a
Chippy.
sparky. I've been
Now
a
broadcaster.
bricklayer, now
Broadcaster.
Broadcast
but I've
for the
laid
last
my,
80 years you've been a broadcaster.
Yes, since I was 32.
That's why we call him Baby John. Not
Yes,
Baby John Burgess.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
a-
I'm the little. I'm the.
Let's show after work catchphrase when a picture of a man or walking into a shop, and there'd be a
They don't
you'd have-
make TV like that
you'd have
anymore.
to decipher some sort of catchphrase, whether it's get.
It's
Well,
Baby John Burgess' television program.
Yes,
they don't
yes,
make
yes,
programs like that anymore, do they?
Wheel
Now
of
it's-
Fortune, I remember.
Yes, and you'd spin the wheel, and you'd get a letter.
You get
and-
bankrupt.
But I don't think anyone knows how to spell anymore
Lavinia.
with spell check.
No,
And that's why they
no,
couldn't do it
yeah.
now.
They
They
can't.
go,
No,
Get
they
a
just look it up.
tray.
And
They
they
just look
probably
it up
get-
on their phones, and
That's the thing, is kids today are not going through the same work that we would. They would, go through school on an iPad and never learn arithmetic and rhythm.
last Christmas, in fact, I'm excited for this Christmas. I saw, they all came round to my house, and we had the catering on, and everything was wonderful and beautiful. And I said to my great-grandchild, I said, what are you learning? And they said, maths. I said, well, what's your favourite set of times tables?
Yes.
And they didn't know their times
no,
tables.
but I bet they got out their calculator.
Yes,
Well, yes,
they
yeah.
had it on their with the
Yes, yeah.
the telephone.
Good luck. And what I say to that generation is, good luck in your retail job, counting out the change.
Well, let me tell you something.
for
When
someone
I went
when
through
they're paying with cash.
on the farm, if I didn't know my times tables, your 4 4s are
Yes,
16,
16,
5 4s are 20. If I'd get
yeah.
one wrong, my teacher, Mr. Johnson, pull out a rifle and he'd hit me in the blunt of the nose with the base of the rifle.
We'd
Now the
always
brothers were cruel.
Cruel,
yeah.
cruel.
I remember once
Hated the nuns.
I didn't do my times tables, and the brothers said, "Well, they said, who's your best friend? I see you talking to this one." They killed him.
Yeah.
But It's we learn. You learn.
I remember one
Every
time
time
I had fruit on the mind, and I said my limes tables, and I was put into an Iron Maiden for 36 days.
But you never forgot again.
Never,
did you?
but I never called them my limes tables again.
You think of these kids today in bike lanes riding around, and you think maybe they're at the. If someone stopped them and said, well, firstly, this should be a lane for the cars, but secondly, what's 9 times 7? They wouldn't know.
No, 9 times 7, of course.
Yes, of course.
Of course. 63.
Yes, absolutely. And I remember once when I first started school, I was riding with my left hand initially, just doodles and whatnot. And I just started, and they put me into an ancient, I believe it's called the Iron Cow. It was an ancient Roman device where they would put me in the cow and burn the cow from below.
Yeah, make your feet hot.
And then there was a horn, and as I burned alive, I was burned to death.
But you never forgot how to do arithmetic.
Yeah, you never forgot 9 times 12.
I know the answer. And you asked me 9 times 12. It's 90 plus 18, so it's 100.
You never forget that.
Yes,
and I think these kids today
that.
running around with these gangs lighting up tobacco stores from left to right in the western suburbs.
Yes,
I think if only you'd learned your times table.
What happened to the 3 R's?
Yeah.
What happened to the 3 R's? Arithmetic and writing and respect.
Race baiting.
Well, yes. Now listen,
running.
This is a Christmas.
They don't run anymore, the children.
Well, it's a special time of year.
They expect everything to come to them.
Well, we drank from hoses, you see.
Yeah, straight from the cow's teat, I remember.
Suckle at the teat of the cow.
I sucked Betty dry.
I would say, where's the mother
and brothers
cow?
die in infancy.
Yes,
I would get to the farm and I'd say,
after miscarriage.
point me to the mother farm, I'm thirsty. Point me to the mother cow, I'm thirsty. And I would suckle the teat of the mother cow like it's very moo cut.
And if we wanted dinner, if we wanted porterhouse steak, I didn't walk down to the local Coles and buy it plastic wrapped. No, I slaughtered that cow. Upon the watchful eye of my father, we would get a metal rod and creep up behind the baby cows.
The kids today, they wouldn't know about that.
No, they wouldn't know about cracking the skull of a baby calf and then, cutting it up, bleeding it dry.
And now they're all vegan.
They're all vegans. And
I thought about this the other day. I thought about vegan, the vegan thing, and I thought, well, what are they going to do if you call up a farmer and you say, well, no cows, everyone's a vegan now.
Well, it's funny to see all the shopping centres are
we'll get to that.
Full to the brim, unless cars.
Yes.
And you're driving around the shop, whether it's a.
How are you finding a park at Christmas time?
Well, that's the thing. I think a lot of people listening today would be driving around.
Probably looking for a park right now.
And if we are, commiserations to you.
And don't believe
patience is a key.
And don't believe those green lights.
But if you if you have got one of those disabled stickers just because you're fat. Just because you're fat, or because your brain isn't working, you are taking that from someone in a wheelchair.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
And I'll kill you.
Well, I make sure to yell at anyone who parks in a handicapped spot. I make sure to scream at them, and then if they turn out to be illegitimate, then I apologise. But I always try to make sure to stay on top of it. Just
I don't apologise. I'd go, well, I didn't see.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
But can I tell you?
Yeah, when I say apologise, I go, right. Put my hand up and I'll walk away from the situation.
I just want to say, we've been complaining a lot, but this is a Christmas episode, and I want to bring a little bit of joy. I want to bring a little bit of positivity.
While we still can.
Before they bloody try to take it away from us.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. I mean, the golden Mike John Laws is putting away last bastion in the north of normal speak.
Yes, yes.
And I wonder, how long is Christmas with us? Have you noticed something this year? And tell me, I could be wrong.
No, yes, you could be wrong.
This morning I was having Bertocchi sort of injected into my veins.
Yes, you liquefy that
Liquefy the
Bertocchi?
Bertocchi and put it straight into my left arm. But the nurse, she can't find the vein, and I've absolutely at wit's end with her.
Yes.
Not from here, and she can't find the vein.
Can't find the vein.
Where does it go? And I'm sitting there thinking, is it just me? Or is it this Christmas no one's saying Merry Christmas?
No, they don't,
don't
say it anymore. No,
they don't.
They don't say it
It's
anymore.
happy holidays or
Yes. And Americanisms as well.
they,
Yes,
them,
They, them, and America. We're not in America.
Halloween.
Halloween.
Oh,
Well, you see the trick-or-treaters, and I say, well, this isn't America, love.
I tell them to fuck off.
Oh, I
No, they come to my they
No.
come to my door.
Can you? No, I'm
Get
sorry.
out of it, you bastard.
Get out! Get out!
You do it, you fucking.
No, listen.
If I understand.
John.
No, it's
John.
I've
No.
had a.
John.
They come as goblins and ghouls, and
John.
they scare.
Get out of the studio right now. That language is not acceptable in the studio. I want to apologise to any of the listeners. John is a little bit unwell at the moment, but you cannot use that language.
Well, I apologise.
I don't recall him saying.
He used the F word,
I don't recall.
and I want to
say you don't
apologise to the
recall.
listeners. I just want to apologise to the listeners. You're
I
right.
genuinely don't.
And I don't recall that either.
But isn't that a bit of a nanny state thing that you can't say anything anymore?
Well, no, I think that's okay because all the kids today with their effing and jeffing, they're swearing, and I just think they should ban those things.
But and isn't that
You
funny?
should ban that sort of language.
But isn't it annoying that they're banning Merry Christmas?
yeah, they're banning Merry Christmas. I just say free speech for all. But on another note,
Yeah.
effing and jeffing this, and I say, what happened to censorship?
We
No,
won't
I
be able to go to the
agree,
cup
I
anymore
agree,
soon,
I agree.
hey?
Yeah, soon they'll be saying
Can't ban the cup.
They'll lock you up if you put a fascinator on, or depending on the
And go to
size of
jail.
your hat, that'll be 30 years, 40
But
years.
then-
On another note, I saw someone recently, just on a completely different note, unrelated, I saw someone make a joke about Jesus on television. And I say, get that person out of the country.
Yeah, they've got to go.
They've got to go. We've got to censor that kind
Lock
of
them up,
language.
lock
But then
them up.
I funny you mention that, and on the similar vein, I can't say Merry Christmas to
You
my
can't
grandkids
anymore.
anymore.
You can't say anything
no,
anymore.
It's offensive. They bring that into the schoolyard, and all of a sudden,
Prefer me to go light up a tobacco shop in a gang war.
yes,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, you know.
yes.
Now, I just had I wanted
Suck on a
to,
battery.
I wanted to bring the.
sucking on these batteries.
Is that what they're doing
They're
now?
sucking on batteries.
I'd
and
ban them.
blowing out smoke.
You've
What happened
gotta
to
ban
what happened to
batteries.
good old
Ban
fashioned
batteries,
cigarettes?
Ban
You know.
cigarette shops.
No. Get them back onto the good old fashioned tobacco.
Remember the
Rather than
days of the
smoke.
tobacco.
Remember when you could
yes,
just
yeah.
smoke yourself silly, and your doctor would. I remember I had emphysema, and my doctor said, "Well, you should try some."
Well, they're trying to
Peter
ban
Jackson's.
cigarettes
They're
now. It's
trying to ban-
outrageous. You know, trying to take
Unbelievable,
cigarettes from us,
yes.
and they're trying to take them from us.
It's a
my right as an
God-given
adult.
right, but these kids now.
Funny.
Sucking on
Gotta
these
ban those batteries.
Get these batteries
No
out of their mouth.
batteries if you're under
Sucking on
18.
But you know what? It's funny when the Christmas day happens and the kids come down the stairs and they're going through the paper and this and that, and it just makes it all worthwhile.
But all they want these days are your Game Boys and your Boppets. Nobody wants a good
they want a
old-fashioned...
kamikaze pilot.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
And I remember
yeah.
the days was,
Yeah,
try
yeah,
telling
yeah.
that to your uncle who fought the kamikaze
Yeah.
pilots.
I got
You know?
my...
But have you heard about this? I've just heard this now. Kamikaze pilots, what's this?
They were pilots who were sort of missile.
No, I know that, but what the kids are doing kamikaze pilot toys?
Performing seppuku and...
Are they doing kamikaze toys? I'd never heard this, and it might have just been a mishearing of what you said. But if this is true, if children are playing with kamikaze toys, that is outrageous.
Married at first sight toys and your project, watching the project with your Peter Hellier and your... But it is a special time.
It's a special
because
time
It's a
indeed.
time to take stock.
Can I?
Yeah,
can I-
not from the supermarket, and don't steal any beef or chicken
Oh, have you
stock.
seen these shoplifters?
Yes, they're shoplifting.
Yes.
They've had to put security on the...
But quite right. I mean, the
gunning
prices,
down
the
tobacco
gouging from
Well,
the
not-
shopping
well,
centre.
I don't know.
We'll
about
be
that.
finding out very soon from a special guest about how at IGA during
and
this
we
Christmas
will-
there is definitely no price gouging going on.
Now, we will get to them, but I just wanted to bring a little bit of Christmas joy to the
Put the
conversation.
Lindsay Chuck on a song.
Put on some of that music. Chuck on. Don't chuck it on, you put it on.
Yeah. Oh, quite contemporary, Lindsay.
Yes, I like this. This is a little bit of a, yes, a bit
More of a
Reminds me
modern
of-
take.
Yes.
More of a modern take on it.
Miracle on 32nd Street.
Oh, that was a movie.
Beautiful.
That's when they...
movie.
Well,
They don't make
wonderful-
movies anymore.
No, they
They don't
don't.
make-
They don't
movies.
make movies anymore, and it's devastating what's happened to.
And I just...
A Wonderful Life starring James Stewart
Oh,
and
It's all
Frank
just-
Capra and
Yeah.
Donna Reed.
Well, now, she was beautiful, wasn't she?
Donna Reed was a stunner.
She was a stunning... Now, I just wanted to talk a little bit
Virginia
about...
Patton.
They don't make mother and son anymore. They installed this
Well, Ruth
Ricketts
Cracknell.
Lane and
Ruth Cracknell, God bless her
yeah.
soul.
Yeah.
Yes, have you seen the new one? The new one with, no, don't
Well,
bother.
the first Miracle 34 Street with a young Natalie Wood.
Yes.
Oh, she was beautiful.
Oh, and they don't.
West Side Story.
Oh,
Yes.
when she played a young Latina.
Yes.
Yes.
Not for that, but it wasn't an issue.
No.
Now, I just want to... Can I tell you a story? We can stop with the bloody music, Lindsay. Stop with the bloody
Can't hear
music.
myself.
I can't hear myself.
Think
Too
we
much.
can
It's
hear.
too much.
Can I tell you a sweet Christmas story?
Oh, please.
So I took the family. I went with the family. I got some tickets, as you know. There was a Christmas Carol sort of spectacular show
beautiful.
down at the Marvel Stadium.
Oh, beautiful.
They did a big Marvel Stadium.
Oh, down at Marvel. I'm not talking about Carols by Candlelight in the
no,
Sydney
no,
Maya
that's
Music
still
Hall.
yet to come. That's on the
24th.
24th,
Christmas
and of
Eve.
course I will be performing again at the performing.
What are you
there.
singing this year?
I'll be singing. Oh Holy Night. No, I sang that last year. Let me. I'll check which the.
Well, do one of the classics, none of this carol.
What would you like to see me sing at the?
Maybe Jingle Bells Rock.
Good For You by, the...
Oh, Jingle Bell Rock. That's a little bit fun,
yeah.
isn't it? No,
Yeah,
I'll leave that
you
to
know,
the young.
yeah.
Olivia Rodrigo, Good For You.
Oh yes, I like her. I went to her, but anyway, I went to a Christmas. No, it was a Christmas. It was sort of a Christmas
Something from Hot Shoe
spectacular.
Shuffle.
A Christmas spectacular, and it was a bit of a
From Bye Bye Birdie, maybe.
yes, maybe that. It was a Christmas spectacular.
The cast of
Marvel
Wicked are
Stadium.
going to be doing Jingle Rock.
Oh, that's just lovely. Yes, no, but I went down to this Christmas spectacular. They had a sort of show at the Marvel Stadium. I got some tickets there, and I got them. Of course, I got them for free from
One of the good people at Bertocchi in the Bertocchi box.
the good people at Bertocchi, the Bertocchi box. And don't get me started though on politicians getting free things, but I got those for free.
I've got 98 Bertocchi hams in my boot.
Oh yes, and me too. Anyway, so I went down there and I thought, always so hard to get a car park.
Oh,
God.
So I didn't bother this year.
Oh.
I thought, you know what?
I should cut their heads off.
No, well, I
They
thought
deserve to die.
no, always so hard to get a park. Also, I want to have a couple of drinks on the a Bertocchi ham with a nice sparkling wine, which I can call champagne even if they don't make it in Champagne. That's my right. So anyway, I went there, and this is the point I wanted
In a
to
bike
make.
lane.
I wanted to make this point. I got a train for the first time in 43
Don't
years.
get me on that absolute disgrace, Dan Andrews.
No, I will
Dictator,
say, I will
dictator.
say,
Dictator
I call him
Dan, more
Dictator
like
Dan.
Chairman Dan.
I will
call
say,
him.
I had a lovely time. We were able to converse. We were facing each other. Have you done this on the trains? You face each other now, and you can talk. And
I
a
think
lot
it's
of
been
people
like
on
that-
their
I think
phones.
It's been like that for maybe 48 years.
And you can talk. And anyway, I got off the train at the Southern Cross.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The old
Spencer
Spencer
Street.
Street.
That's down where 3AW used
What do you think
to
of that
be.
roof?
Let me tell you, that is meant to be the leading train station of Melbourne. That is the train station that people come in on the bus.
Disgraceful.
They come
It
in
is
from Warrnambool.
It is a bloody disgrace. And excuse the language there. It is a disgrace there. Have you seen
yes.
it? They've got this architectural roof,
Wavy nonsense.
wavy roof. 2 or 3 shops selling chips, nothing nice. We wanted to get some food before we went to the show. Nothing, no
So
seats
what was the
out.
show about then?
No, I don't want to talk about the show. It was a bloody disgrace. That is meant to be one of our leading train stations. Have you been to this train station there, John?
No, I remember with 3AW when I was a cadet working down there.
Yeah, Spencer Street, that was a perfectly fine train station.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this new one they've got,
Nice flat roof.
nice flat roof.
Yeah.
This new one they've got, wobbly roof.
Weavy and
This was
wavy.
built in maybe not 2003.
It's
maybe
slow.
20.
It's confused. I missed. Last time I was there.
20 years.
Last time I was there.
Oh, have you been there?
Yeah.
This is the first time I've
once,
been there.
and
Bloody
never again.
Daimaroo.
Once and never again. I was on my way to Daimaroo.
Yes.
And got
That's
off.
the centerpiece
Well,
of
you
Melbourne.
would have been to
Yeah,
Spencer
yeah.
Street then.
Yes.
Daimaroo.
Daimaroo.
So you've not been
Built
to the
around-
new station?
No, I've been to the new
Built
station.
around the old
I-
shot tower.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
where
right, you're talking
Daimaroo
about-
was where I believe they call it Melbourne Central.
You were
Just across
going
the
to
hop,
whatever
skipping
that
it.
is now.
Hop,
Yes, I
skip,
was
and a jump
going
from the
to,
statue of Sir Redmond Barry at the National Library.
Hop, skip and a jumper. You don't hear that enough anymore.
No, what you hear is bloody tobacco shops lit up in flames again.
Skibbity
Gang
toilet.
wars.
Skibbity toilet.
Oh,
Ohio.
I
These
don't-
sorts of
They
things.
sort of carry on. But it is Christmas time.
I
So
bought
it's-
my nephew a wooden horse
So you-
rather than an iPad for
Yes,
Christmas. He
of
said,
course.
"Suck my cock."
But tell me,
Well, I would have
I
shot
was,
him.
I was absolutely. I belted.
Well-
I belted him. I
John.
took off my belt. I said, "Come here." I took off my belt. He ran off. We didn't see him for 3 days.
Yeah.
John, you're
But when
telling
it came
me-
When he
back,
came back, I
5
fucking was
times
angrier.
7.
I was angrier. Yeah, I hadn't cooled down. You see, I was angrier than I was when he walked off. So he copped it even harder.
Yeah, well, 5 times 7. I bet he knew it then.
Yeah, he just ran down to the Werribee River and just slept under a log, under a
John.
log for a couple of nights.
John, tell me your experience at Southern Cross
Oh,
Station.
you know, I
It's
got
out
up
there. You live there.
I got up a little late to go to Daimaroo, buy some new sheets for the bed, which of course had been soiled. So I was there at 6:30 in the morning, and I get out and I see this monstrosity,
Oh, it's ugly.
disgusting. And now does it
Ugly.
even keep the rain in if it's all the wibbly and the wobbly?
Ah,
Pools of
you
water.
see,
I
they've got
imagine, up there.
one sad bloody red rooster there. They got one
miserable,
They
sad,
got a
bloody
miserable-
red room.
miserable red rooster. Not even
and
enough chairs.
a sugar station, like that's what the kids need.
What's
more of
this?
these days? Just candy.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
No,
Boiled lollies.
no fruits or vegetables available anywhere.
We've got to go to a break very quickly. This is a message from our sponsors at Sunraysia.
Introducing Sunraysia's Bram Presser and his Grandma Ruby.
Granny, what happens to all the pits from the prunes that go into Sunraysia prune juice?
Good,
Well,
good segment
Bram, I'll
there, boy.
tell you, but you have to keep it a
Old-fashioned
secret.
fun
Okay,
stuff.
Granny.
Each night, just before midnight, the prune pit plucker magically appears in Sunraysia Prune Land and picks the pits, leaving behind a pile of plump prunes for Sunraysia to put in their prune juice.
But what about the pits?
The prune pit plucker takes them away because
We're gonna
it
come
is
back
home
in
has
25,
a
Liz.
gigantic pile of pits, the fabled prune pit peak.
So
I think we
you're
should get it
saying
back onto
that
Christmas.
The prune pit
Absolutely.
plucker plucks the pits from the premium plump prunes Sunraysia pick to produce their premium prune juice and paddles the piles of pits to the prune palace on Prune Pit Peak?
Precisely.
Sunraysia Prune Juice is available from the following caring supermarkets.
You don't get funny, smart ads like that anymore. You don't get
No.
comedy like that on TV.
25
It's
past
all
the
this-
hour on the 8th of December here. Christmas is fast approaching, folks, and can't you see it when you're out in the house? Less than you used to.
Yeah,
But
no,
it's-
less than you used to. And I was at Southern Cross the other day, and this is meant to be one of our leading train stations.
move on.
You know,
Move
well, have you
on.
been there?
It's outrageous.
Have you
It's
been there?
outrageous what they've done.
They don't have enough chairs. You got one sad bloody red rooster. You get some chips. There are no chairs for you to sit in for Christmas.
But Christmas time.
I love Christmas.
I'll take your point. But have you been down to the Maya window?
Oh, I love
It's a great tradition that's still there for young and old. I took the great-grandkids down now, and we looked in the windows and the different themes every year. Do you know what this year's theme is?
No,
and I'll tell you
no.
why I don't know, because I thought I'd get the train in.
Oh, yes.
And I got to Southern Cross Station.
What do you think of that roof?
Ugly, 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 ugly roof. A disgrace.
Absolutely disgraceful.
Now,
Where is this country headed?
I
This
don't
year-
know why they didn't go to the people
don't know
that
what-
designed Crown Casino. I was there for an event a few months ago. Beautiful.
Fire.
Sleek black walls. Beautiful. The pokies room, the high rollers room. Beautiful, beautiful.
I don't know what flapjack they got to design that bloody Southern Cross Station, but I imagine he was fine.
Have you seen the big concrete buildings they've been building in the city ever since the 1960s?
I'm just gonna cut you off there. My window is celebrating 69 years.
I love
of
Maya.
69 years of
69.
magic.
Great year.
Like my Christmas windows have been enchanting Australians for families and families for generations. A magical tradition, trip down memory lane for many.
What are they doing this year?
Well, it's still yet to be announced, but it's been in many. There's been years where it's Mad Hatter themed, or
And not too woke?
I'm not sure. Don't know yet.
Usually it's just sort of candy canes and that sort of thing.
I imagine they'll put a bloody bike lane through the whole thing sooner rather than
like
later.
a lady.
If the man who designed
Have a lady.
Southern Cross Station has anything to say about it, it'll be weaves and
But
wobbles.
I know a lot of the wives at home are wondering, where am I going to get the best price for prawns? Where am I going to get the best fruits and lychees and peaches by the plenty? Where am I going to get these deals? Red snapper or a prawn on Christmas Day. And so we've had old New Australian Toniado is coming in. Anthony, thank you for joining us from IGA Store.
G'day, boys. How you going?
Very good. Now, obviously, we boycotted your store for a few months there at the
Yeah,
start of the
yeah,
year
yeah.
because of
No,
the
rightly
Australia Day flag fiasco.
No, you got to, mate.
But I've got to say,
Yeah.
I've been back through the doors, and what a beautiful... I love the Christmas decorations, and nothing gets me in the Christmas spirit more than a trip down to the grocery
Yeah,
store.
and a bit of tinsel, mate.
And you got to be careful.
Wait, which one are you from?
IGA.
Oh, no, you're all right.
Yeah.
You're all right.
You this year are telling us about the sales, and because you've got to get in at the right time. Obviously, Bertocchi Ham and Christmas, but also
That's
the
right.
prawns and seafood.
Why are you talking
Yeah.
about prawns?
Well, it's Christmas
Specials.
time.
Yeah, but why are we talking about prawns?
Well,
then?
it's a Christmas edition in Australia to have some prawns at the.
Oh,
You get them cheap.
hello.
Hello. Oh, have you forgotten?
Well, John's face.
He's had a bleed.
Oh, that's all right now. So we're probably here to talk about IGA. I
That's
imagine.
absolutely
That's right, mate. And we have some.
yes,
and
yes.
this year,
Hello.
mate.
Hello
this year,
there.
hello.
Who are you?
Tony.
It's Tony, mate. Tony's
Who
here.
let you in?
Tony's here to talk
I come
about
every year,
IGA.
mate. We talk about the specials.
Oh, yeah. I'll come. I'll
Hello,
let you
Jack.
out. I'll let you out.
No,
the gate.
no. Well, just let me get through.
Have we talked about the prawns yet?
Well, we're about to, mate.
He's young, this young whippersnapper. You can tell he gets in, does the sit-ups in the morning.
Are you doing the
Like on
sit-ups and-
street.
I'll
boy.
look after myself. Don't get me wrong, but I don't
Yeah.
mind. A bit
I'll let
of
you
a,
out.
A bit of a treat.
bit of a treat every now
Can't
and
let
then.
you out.
No, can I don't have to do the segment if you don't want
I'll
me
open
to.
the gate up for you.
No, John, let him talk about the prawns.
Well, this year, I know everyone's had a hard year.
Yeah, because they're lighting up these tobacco stores like it's Christmas night. They're
Absolutely,
blowing them
yeah.
up.
Oh, now
These
I know.
gangs.
I know everyone at Christmas time. It gets to this time, and you wish you had half the troubles you had, don't
Yes,
you? Every year,
yes,
you always
yes.
like, I wish I
Name
had
them.
half the
I'll
troubles.
tell you my
I had.
troubles.
I was That's why at IGA we're all about
Passports confiscated on a cruise ship.
what?
What's this?
Car flipped on roof on the Monash. Bloody,
Yeah.
they're cracking down on social media with the kids.
That's good. That's good.
Dairy farm figures are worrying.
Dairy farm.
Strange rainbow cloud in Melbourne this morning.
Look at you. Look out for your farmers. What's the price of prawns?
Well, first of all,
Tony, you been down to Southern Cross Station lately?
Don't do it. Don't bite. Don't bite.
Tony, you
Don't
been
bite.
down that way?
I was the other day, mate.
What did you think of
Oh,
it?
God.
Beautiful, mate.
Disgraceful, isn't it?
What do you mean? I was there yesterday.
What did you think of it?
You know, beautiful shops. There's
Three or four of them.
Well, there's a few more than that.
Get a dim sim it if you're lucky. fancy burger place down the bottom.
Mate, when was
They
the
got a
last time you were there? When was the last time you were
place
there,
down
mate?
I'm like, can I just have a bloody burger?
But what are you-
grilled?
what are you
grilled.
here?
Just give me a bloody burger. None of your sweet potato
What
chips.
deals are at IGA this year in the lead up to
Why are you
Christmas?
talking about IGA?
Well, this is the man from IGA.
Oh, Tony, hello.
We always get to this part of the year, we say, gee, I wish I had half the troubles I had.
Yes.
That's what we're all about.
yes.
Half off.
Oh, that's a great deal.
What
It's
have
been
you
a
got
hardy
half?
cost of living through the roof because that bloody elbow.
Yes, because of immigrant students.
Omo. Usually $30.
What?
Omo.
What?
Omo.
Oh, Omo for the washing.
Concentrate or powder.
Yes.
What is that? White for your whites or mixed?
Mixed. $14, mate. Save $14.
Oh, that's
half
good.
off.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
more than half.
No, that's half.
Well, how much was the original price?
28.
I thought you said 30. Can I just say, I don't do my washing anymore. I'm very lucky. I'm a lucky man. I've been blessed.
You're a had man. With your-
Well, obviously, yes, my
your
wife-
wife's got you by the long and curlies.
My
mate,
wife
I
did
don't
do
tell
it
you
for
that
a
much.
time, but now I've got a nice young lady who does it, who comes in. She comes in.
The
collects
ironing
it.
lady.
Yes, collects it, takes it. And I always say to young men, they say, well, why do I have to learn? And I say, you've got to bloody learn how to do your laundry, because when I walked into this,
National service in the 50s at Banghome.
when I walked into Channel 9
GTV in those days.
TV back then, and I walked in, I had a crisp white shirt. I had a crisp white shirt, and I had a good attitude, and on that alone, they had me working. They had me directing the Tonight Show. On my crisp white shirt, and I say that to young men. They say, "Oh, I'm feeling, I'm not smart enough to get a university
the first thing
education.
I
I
did,
can't get a
yeah.
job. I've got a drug addiction and pain." And I say, "Well, bloody get a crisp white shirt, go to Channel 9. They'll give you a job."
Oh, well, my first thing I did with my grandchildren, I'm going to get you two things. I'm going to get a brush and a comb for your hair.
Yes,
Because if you have those two things, you start to look sharp.
because that's what I said to my nephew, my great nephew. He said, "I can't get a job," and I said, "Get a crisp white shirt, get a
brush and a
nice
comb.
a brush and a comb. I'll call Kerry Stokes. I'll organise a meeting," and he bloody got the job.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't know what
All
people
you
are
need is
complaining.
a brush and a comb and a bit of Brill cream through that hair, and you look sharp.
Nice crisp white shirt.
Sharper than a melee.
And not
knife.
jeans. Jeans are working clothes. They're all right for casual wear. I wore when I went to this show at
I
the
don't
Marvel
have to.
Stadium.
I don't
No, we'll get to it. We're talking about your Omo.
So Omo's
We're
on
selling
special.
Omo.
Yeah, it's
And what
usually,
else?
but it's.
What do you got? Prawns and things like that.
I can, if I can just get through it quick, then I can go.
Tony, that's not how it works. That's not how it works here, all right?
What do you got for us?
Blue V.
What's a blue V?
What?
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 What's it?
Blue V.
What's a
Blue
blue
V?
What's a
Usually
blue
a pack of four,
What is a blue V?
$11.
What is
What
a
is
blue
Blue
V?
V?
I believe.
What's a
Well,
blue V?
That's not Kirk's.
all I know is that when
Kirk's.
I have one, I maintain an erection
What
for
is a
up to
blue V?
3
What is
days.
a blue V?
bloody-
What is
So
a V?
stay away from
Blue
them
V.
if you are.
I don't know what he's talking
What
about.
is a blue V?
It's a drink.
blue V.
It's an energy drink.
Blue
Gives
V.
you
blue V. Blue V.
What do you
blue
Blue V?
Blue V.
Blue. Two separate words.
It's V, but it comes in a blue
What's V?
What's Blue V?
drink.
What's a blue V?
No, Blue V. It sounds absolutely delicious.
You're
Have it
thinking
on
a
Christ-
sous vide.
I'll tell you. No, we've talked about this in the
Sit
past.
down on Christmas Day with a Blue V. Yum,
Oh,
yum, yum.
And because I've said this on the on the radio before. I love a Coca-Cola on Christmas Day.
Well,
I love
How
it.
good.
well,
I don't mind a
Pepsi,
Coca-Cola on Christmas Day.
a can of Pepsi, a box of 24 Pepsi Max this year down over at IGA. Bloody beautiful, mate. That'll set you back $20
Can I just say something? The other day I was at the restaurant.
with the just let me say the savings. just let me say the savings.
yeah, and then I'll talk
please.
about Pepsi. I'm going to
It's-
point about Pepsi.
Yeah. Well, you save $12.50.
Yeah. Okay. So I was at the restaurant the other day, and I said, I'm not drinking at the moment because of we've got some surgery coming up.
Your legs numb.
And I said to the girl there, I
Just
said,
for just visual. It's only their visual
Get
purposes.
those
Your left leg.
varicose veins out.
I said to the girl there, I said, I'll just have a Coca-Cola. And she said to me, and they do this now, she said to me, we only do Pepsi, is that all right? And I said to her, listen here, you stupid
This comes up often.
B, I said the B.
Yeah.
I said, listen here, you stupid little B. If you only serve Pepsi, then that's what I'll have. I meant a cola. And
So you didn't.
Oh, so you didn't have an issue with
no,
brand.
of course not. I don't mind. They only serve Pepsi. Why is she wasting my time
Now,
telling
what
me
would you have
this?
preferred she say in that circumstance then?
Nothing.
Right.
Just bring me my Pepsi. And I said that to her, and I called up the owner of the restaurant.
Oh, God.
Who's a dear friend,
Yeah,
I imagine. And I said, you need to check the attitude of your staff. And I told him the hour she was working and the event she was working, and I got her fired.
What's your favourite?
I love Christmas.
What's your favourite kind of chip?
Bertocchi Ham.
What's your favourite potato chip to have at a Christmas
What
time?
ones have you got?
We got Pringles, Doritos, and Smiths.
None of that American crap.
Kettle.
Yes, I don't mind a kettle.
Well, half price.
I love a Samboy.
How
chip.
much is a chip going for now? Is it $2?
Three for
Whatever
a
you say, we're going to go. We're going to go off.
Oh,
We're gonna
really?
go on.
How much are you paying? How much is a bag
Well,
of
if
chips?
you're going down to your Woolies or your Coles, mate, you're paying $6.
Oh,
But at IGA, $3.
Oh.
No, well, that's...
6. Well, three's very reasonable.
When you
from
compare
IGA.
it to 6, mate.
But 6, I wonder why that is. I wonder who I can scapegoat for that.
yeah.
No, yeah, I'm good.
I think a Samboy chip is my favourite.
Is
As
it?
a young lad, I'd go down to the shops and get a Samboy chip.
Have you ever had a chip butty?
Oh, yes.
That's a British thing.
But
I'm
it's-
perfectly fine with British culture.
I want to be British.
British culture is perfectly fine.
What
Not
else
American.
you got down at the shops?
What have you got down at the
No,
shop?
that's all. That's
No
everything.
prawns.
No
Tony.
prawns. Not this year, mate.
Times are tough. You know why?
Yeah.
Tony, oh yes, go on.
Just that bloody bloke on Channel 9 in the morning.
Can I ask you, Tony?
Stefanovic?
You wear very tight shirts, and sometimes they're pink.
Well, yeah. Salmon.
Yeah, salmon, tight pink shirts and whatnot.
What are you asking? What are you asking?
You're a very fit young man.
Yeah.
Tony, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, right.
And, all the best with the Christmas time. I know
Oh,
it's
I
a
totally love you, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to get back to my partner. And I will
What do you
see
mean by
you,
yeah, what's that?
What?
That's
Tony,
Tony,
everybody.
From the...
Very good,
Nice
Tony.
young- not very
John,
nice man.
John, I like Tony. He's a good,
I like Tony,
good
yeah,
fella. I went to the Marvel.
Who are you?
The other, I'm John.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Marvel, and then I mentioned the Southern Cross.
Yes.
Well, then I went and saw the show at Marvel
Oh, yeah.
down at the Bertocchi.
Yeah.
And Bertocchi gave us little biscuit,
ham.
little ham,
Biscuit.
like they brought out a tray, little ham biscuit. And I was watching the show. There was a young lady performing. Can't remember her name. Little young lady, little blonde.
Patty
little-
Newton.
Yes, that's right. And she was singing a song, A Christmas Carol, and I thought, what a wonderful talent she is. But I've got it. I need your help deciding what I'm going to sing for the Christmas Carol.
Well, it was something that's a message to the songs of time and all.
Yeah.
Yes, well, what would you like? What would you like me to sing?
Well, what is...
Something that brings that Christmas joy without being too political or woke.
Christmas, I could do one of the old ones. Oh, Holy Night, I've already done that. I did that last Holy Night.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yes, if you pull that up, I could sing it to close.
I
out
don't
the
like
episode.
that one. It's too
You can give me the lyrics.
I don't like the idea that it's beginning to look like Christmas. Why can't it just be Christmas?
Oh,
It's the-
puppy
You gotta put the...
why can't it just
Poppycock.
Closing
Any
us-
final thoughts before I start
Have a
singing?
wonderful Christmas.
No, yeah, just
It's a magical time, and we hope, as always, that it's spent with the ones around you that you love, and that Christmas is spent in tidings, grace, good, and cheer. Because it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. They look as glittering once again.
Why did you want the
The
lyrics?
candy canes and silver lights that glow.
Yeah.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Don't reach to the princess to see. Oh, let that really be on your
Get those candles waving. Get those candles.
a pair of overlook moods and a pistol that chooses the wish of Bonnie and Ben. Knows a toilet wars, hope of jealous and Jen. Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again.
the song? Parts of the song he maybe doesn't quite.
There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park there as well. It's the silly car that doesn't
He's fading.
want the sun.
His brain is going everywhere.
Yeah,
It's getting to
getting
look
softer
a
and
lot
softer
like
every year.
Christmas. As soon as the bells, they will start.
He's adding words now.
And the thing that will make him ring is the carol that we all want to sing. Right within your tiny little heart.
He's looking at the lyrics and he's still adding.
Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody, from Charlotte.
Bike lanes. Say something about bike lanes.
Ham, bike lanes, bloody bike lanes. I'll drive over them. I'll drive over the bloody cyclists. I don't give a
Gang war.
heck. Oh, here we go.
Bloody Merry Christmas,
Bertocchi
not Happy
Ham.
Holidays.
Find
that kick.
Single store.
Not every single store, just every
But the
store.
prettiest sight that you will ever see is a holly that will be right up there, right there on your own front little door. Door.
On your...
Oh, sure, it's Christmas. Was No, I don't think I'll do that one. Oh,
No, no,
oh,
no, we were done.
there's another one. No.
Oh.